Hello, this is Brian Casey of the Imaging Wire. We are here at SIIM 2023, the annual meeting of the Society for Imaging Informatics in Medicine in Austin, Texas. We are here with Salil Gupta and Rohit Takhar of AI platform company CARPL. Gentlemen, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you guys are in the engineering group at CARPL, and so you're here at SIIM and you're walking around, you're looking at some of the trends and things that are on display. What are some of the major things that have really kind of piqued your interest?
I think from an engineering perspective, what we have started seeing is there are a lot of people who are more interested in validation of algorithms before deploying them.
Yeah, validation, yep.
Yeah, that is one theme that we have started seeing, and a lot of people are talking about it in their talks. And the second is people are moving to cloud solutions.
Sure.
Because what I saw 3 years ago, it was very difficult to convince people to deploy on the cloud, but now people are more interested because of the scalability, reliability, and the easiness of deploying.
So when we talk about validation, we're basically talking about taking an AI algorithm and making sure that if it worked on the training data set, it's going to work in the real world.
Yes.
Yeah. So what are some of the things that you think have been interesting?
Yeah, so like Rohit said, that people are going towards platform approach, and so like we are seeing here, like people are now catching up for the try before buy thing. Like they are kind of want to do the validation before deployment setting, and they now getting to know that there are many issues deploying every algorithm one by one, and it is better to get a platform to instead of going for different algorithms.
So if you have a client that comes to you and says, we want to do this try before we buy, which was the subject of a talk just about an hour ago,
Yes.
How do you work with them to accomplish that?
So the way it works is at CARPL we allow you to explore all the AI solution and then do the validation on your own data and then finally deploy in a clinical workflow. So the first conversation is usually how can we give access to these solutions to the end users, which could be AI champions or the people who are in the innovation team at these sites. It could be a cloud access that we give to our platform with our data, all the algorithms that they have chosen, and then once that is finalized, then we start working with their IT team to deploy those solutions into maybe their tenants, if it's on cloud or in the data center, and then they can start pushing their data, start validating the algorithms. Once they are satisfied with performance of some of these algorithms, then we go with the deployment piece, which is more integration with packs and RIS and the complete workflow.
Yeah. And it seems like the platform approach is what is really getting people interested in AI. And you guys work so you have your own AI platform and you work with the algorithm developers to host that and to push it out to your clients. And that's a model that's working pretty well?
Right. So the way it works is on one side we have all these AI partners, so we are not very, so it's not like a curated marketplace. So we think that it should be democratized and everybody should get access to any AI that they want to. So we have all these partnerships with these AI companies, and once we have figured out the final deployment architecture, then we talk to them, we get a Docker access, or maybe if it is in cloud, then we create a child account in which they can deploy their services and we can access those services. So it depends on the deployment architecture, but that's how things
Okay,
work. Yeah.
Great. What can we expect from CARPL in your development roadmap in the next, say, 6 months or so?
So I think on one side we were the first ones who started talking about the validation. It was in 2019, and now I think people are catching up on those things. Now what we are trying to do is, once you have 15-20 solutions deployed in a clinical workflow, how would you monitor them? How would you know if there is something which is wrong with the pipeline? There's a data drift, there is model drift. So those kind of things are something that we are trying to bring in. We are integrating our viewer with the pack system so that there is no they don't need to go out of their workflow to access the AI solutions. So it's kind of a standardization around the AI outputs that we're trying to show to the end users.
Yeah.
And the other is the monitoring piece that we're trying to bring so that you can capture if there is some issue with the inferencing.
All right, sounds good. Well, gentlemen, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
All right, have a great show. Signing off from SIIM 2023, my name is Brian Casey.